Hey, what's going on, everybody? J.R. Reynolds of Eagle Vision Productions. And today, I'm super excited to be talking y'all been already in the comments. Y'all been hitting me up. Y'all like, man, JR, this was my crush back in the day. So y'all already know who it is. I'm super excited to have him. I want to give a shout out to Miss Debbie Eagle from Clubhouse. She's actually the one that made the connection. His name is Mr. David Tolliver. I hope I'm saying that right. I know the other day he was like, JR, that's not my name. That's not how you say it. Y'all know I mess up a name. So, Mr. David, it's no disrespect. I'm super excited to have you on today. I know we got a little bit of technical difficulties. I'm using my phone, but look, the show must go on. So that's a note to everybody. No matter what it is, you need to keep going. Don't let it stop you. I was about to get nervous and start freaking all out and stuff. But we're going to have a good show. Going to ask him a few questions and we're going to laugh a little. So, Mr. David, again, thank you so much for getting on today. How are you doing this evening?
Oh man, I'm cool, man. I can't complain, man. I'm happy to be here, man. I'm appreciative of every opportunity to talk, man.
Yes, yes, sir. So if y'all don't know, he is one of the male voices or one of the male singers of the 90s group. And actually, they still have some stuff out because I was researching Men at Large. Mr. David, look, one of my homegirls, I asked her if she knew the group. She said, what? That's the reason why I like big men. I don't do no skinny dudes. I said, oh, my Lord Jesus. I said, you tripping. I said, you are tripping. So I'm super excited. Look, what'd you
we have to
say?
take, we have to take the credit for that because I mean, your cats like your Rick Ross and cats like that. There's a lot of big dudes who wouldn't be getting much love if it wasn't for us. I mean, Heavy D started it off, but he was rapping. But I'm saying, we was singing, singing. You know what I mean?
Come on. Come
That kind
on.
of up the whole paradigm of things. So it's all good. Yeah, I
That's
believe her.
what's up. And look, I don't know if you know, but I'm a singer myself, and I'm a little large dude too. So I already know what it is. I already know. I already know.
Right? What's that?
So
What's out? And if you ain't some good stuff coming out of it, it's a wrap.
it's a
So
wrap. It definitely is. And so, before we even get into the career and everything you're doing now, how did you start singing? Like, how did you know? Because people ask me all the time, JR, how did you know you can sing? Like, where did you discover that you could sing?
man, I started off singing at a church called St. Paul and Zion Church in Cleveland, Ohio. I was like 4 or 5 years old in the choir, and she just told us to sing out, and we used to sing, man. And I guess as the years went by, they focused so much on me in the church, they put me in concerts on my own, and featured me in concerts. Then I went on to the teen choir, and I just was always a featured soloist. And at that point, I was like, yeah, man, I think I'm going to do it, I'd say.
Man, and like, are you happy that you did it? You know what I'm saying? Because some of us might do it and regret it, but are you happy that you actually did what God called you to do?
I'm definitely happy that I did it, man. There's some other things that I might regret that I didn't do or finish or complete. But I mean, this is the road I was supposed to go. It's like I tell my daughter, I said, I don't care if you get in the music business or not, but your voice is a gift, and sometimes that gift you have is not for you. It's to share with other people, man, and to enlighten and to enrich other people's lives, man. 'Cause she sings like an angel, man, and when people hear her voice, they start to go in their pocketbook and start to give up some of that change.
Man, and your gift will definitely make room for you because us being singers, that does happen, and it's not that we're going after the money, but your gift will make room for you. Doors will start to open, and I mean, it's just because that's what you're called to do. So that is definitely what's up. At what age? I know you said you started singing young and everything, but what age did you start, or how did the group come about? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did that come about? Did you always want to be in a group?
Nah, well, my mom and Jason's mom, my original member, they were best friends for 30 years before my mom passed away. And he was like in the school of arts or whatever. Well, not at the time, but he had this little keyboard, and I guess he had a couple of lessons. And the guys that he were around, his cousins, were very musically inclined pastors, evangelists and stuff like that. So he knew a little bit about music. He was singing, and we would just get together and we'd be singing. He'd bring that keyboard around, and we'd be singing. And from that we started entering talent shows, doing red burnouts, little food festivals and stuff in the downtown areas. And then one day, after I was about 15 years old, my uncle, who I call my dad, was one of the top programmers in the nation. And he started me working at the radio station in Cleveland, WZAK, when I was 15. So one of the disc jockeys had a concert. He was a singer as well, and he had an after party at his house. We went to his house to sing, and Gerald came, and everybody was like, "Sing, sing, sing!" Gerald Levert, that is. So then he started. We sang for him, and he looked at. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna hook y'all up." Well, after that night, we didn't see him again for 3 years, man. And so when we saw him that next time, I still was a big boy, and I was dancing with another one of my cats. Rest in peace, my man Leon Cloyd. We were dancing for this rap group called Johnny on the Sorcerer Crew, and they called us Vic Step. So we were coming out of rehearsal when Gerald said, "Yo, I've been looking for you. I got this idea for three big dudes that can sing, dance, blah 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 blah." So, like a week or so later, we went to the studio. We auditioned for him. Steve Russell from Troop was there. The Rude Boys were there. And then the next day, we auditioned for his dad. And then, that was what, 89. And then our first record didn't come out till May of 1992. First single was Use Me, man. Put on the nutshell.
Man, that is crazy. Like, and so you had never, like, maybe not to say you weren't exposed, but that's like really your first time really being on. So how was that like experience? You know what I'm saying? Like, did y'all start touring or just doing studio or?
We did studio, and he would take us on the road with him, immediately. We did show. We went out on the road with him just so we can get that experience, man. Because they had us in the doggone in the office or the building rehearsing. Like, I mean, honestly, we used to rehearse like 11 hours a day, man. We was in there all day, every day. Imagine him and Eddie coming in there saying, "That's not it, man. That's BS. You got to do it like this, man. Do it like that." So it was a great experience, and just going out and just watching him. As I think I was at that time, I was like 20, 21. Jason was 18, 19. So it was all brand new. But for me, I had already been, like a local celebrity in the city because I was on the radio. So I mean, it was good. But going outside your state, your city, we hadn't went anywhere unless we was on a family reunion or something like that. So going out your state, going to other cities and all kinds of stuff like that, and eventually getting ready to go to other countries, man. It's a feeling that can't be. I don't care what you do in your life. There's really hard. It's hard to uh even the birth of your kids or marriage or stuff like that. When you find out, it's hard to compare it because the thrill you get from that is beyond measure, brother.
That's crazy. I'm still waiting on that day. I still believe, though. I still believe my time is coming. That is so awesome, man. That is so awesome. And look, so when I was doing my research, I had heard of you. I was born in '86, so I'm a little, a little younger. I've definitely
I mean,
heard of the name and everything.
you at
Heard
the
of
right
you
age.
all. Would you
You at the
say?
right age.
Would you say?
86. Like I
So
tell people, we came out in '92. So I'm saying if you were born in '86, but you were 6 years old when the music was out. So at that time, you were able to really process the words and know the song lyrics and different stuff like that, and know what you liked and what you didn't like. So it's all good.
facts, facts, facts. So definitely, so I definitely, heard of you all, what I'm saying? I just don't, remember or whatever. So I had to do my research. I'm like, oh my goodness. And so me being a gospel singer, I seen Jason Champion. And so I know
Hmm.
him from being in the gospel industry now, right?
We're
Oh yeah.
he's been doing that, but he's back, man. We're doing we pretty much finished with the record, whole album that we did, that we started recording again. It's time to. It's a legacy piece, and we just no matter what happens, just want to kind of finish it like we started. I had another partner.
Wow. That's
They had another partner in between when Jason and I separated. His name is Edgar Gemini Porter, and we did two albums. And we actually charted in 16 with a record called Date Night. It went to number 14, the Billboard Urban AC charts. And we just lost him January 17th to COVID and pneumonia. So salute to my big bro. And but me and Jason had already started to get back together and work anyway, and it was understood. My biggest thing was I was gonna try to get all three of us to tour together and just put it together. But God had other plans. So what you gonna do? You gonna fight him?
right, 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 right. Exactly. Well, definitely rest in peace to him and definitely praying for the family. So you are an actor as well.
Yes, sir. Man, I've been in
Okay. So you've been in state. How did
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, you hear me? I'm sorry. Look, everybody, look, we're on this. This is online, so it's everything is virtual. So sometimes we cut in and cut out. But look, so how did you get into to acting? Everybody that's sing can't act, and everybody that act can't sing.
Um, I think people know us. I think one of the biggest mistakes that the record company had when they first put us out is they wanted us to be like a gimmick because they didn't realize that they didn't real. I don't think they thought that the women who you try to appease all the time were going to gravitate towards us. We were in a time of where it was bad to be big and different stuff like that. Man, when we dropped, it was pandemonium. It was crazy, and I think go through some stuff through our videos. It was like funny stuff, annex and stuff like that. And it wasn't until the second album that they really started to try to push us on a sexy vibe. You know what I mean? Because they was like, damn, these chicks like these fat dudes. You know what I mean? And so I think from that, like after Jason and I separated, then I started working with my other guy. I think somebody they started handpicking me for these parts, man. And the first time I did a show, it was a show called Stop Cheating on God's Time out of Houston, Texas, with my man Dwight Baxter. It was me, Johnny Gill, Dave Hollister, Sean Levert, Monifa, Christopher
What?
Williams, and Erica from Mary Mary, and Nikki from Brownstone. They switched out parts. And Christopher Williams and Dave Hollister switched
That
out parts. And that was a crazy. And my man Ace from Public Announcement was in it too. So it was a dope ass show, man. And from that, I went on to do like about 30 other plays, man. 30, 40 other plays, man.
what?
I've I've worked with Thelma from Good Times, Bernadette Stannis, Big Red, Kenny Hawthorne from Hawthorne James from Five Heartbeats, Pinky from Friday, that's Clifton Powell. Of course, Rob Tresvant, Johnny Gill, Dave Hollister, Monifa, a bunch of cats, man. Allison Williams. I mean, I've been with a lot. And then I did a couple movies too. Not mainly independent. I was in one called Closet Space, The Killing Secret, and a couple hood movies. I had to get in hood movies. One called Recognize, and then the sequel Recognize Two. People seem to like that. It's kind of like a modern day minister society vibe to it, but it's dealing with the Atlanta strip club
Okay.
scene. And I'm an OG, and we mad about the little young dudes coming in. Even though we were thugs, we did business with integrity, and they come in and they changing stuff up. So then we figure out how to get rid of it, but it kind of backfires on us. So that's the thing for there, man. Yeah, man. I've been moving around, man. I've been moving around a lot.
That's what's up. Definitely, definitely. So we're definitely about to talk about kind of how we met, and then how, or if you're still up there, I know you are. But I've been telling my audience about Clubhouse. Like a few months I was on it real strong, man, on it strong. But I got tapped out. I got burnt out, so I have backed away. But when I was up there strong, I met Miss Debbie, and she
Yeah.
set up her interview. We had our interview last week, and she just kept talking about you. She just kept talking about you. She's like, "You got to meet him. You got to meet him." I'm like, "Okay, cool, let's do it." So
She se-
Clubhouse, are you
she
still up
secretly
there?
wants
Let's talk about
she secretly wants to date me. That's what that's about. Dad wants to
it.
date
I'm done.
me.
I'm
Her old
done.
self.
I'm done.
Hey, she don't look nothing like she sound, do she?
Man, no, no.
She's like an old Jewish lady in an office somewhere. Hello, this is Debbie Ingo. How are you? Nah,
Right, 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 right.
she's actually a nice looking young
That is
lady. Nice.
funny.
But yeah, Clubhouse, man. There's something in there for everybody, whether it's music, whether it's TV, film, whether it's finance, self help. And every Tuesday I do a room. It's called Dave Tolliver Singers Room. Come get this deal. We're in the final four next this Tuesday coming up. Cats are in my room competing for a record deal with you should have got in there with production and marketing. And video, artwork, styling, clothes and makeup. It's all kinds of stuff, man. Appearances on concerts and blogs and all kinds of stuff, man. So yeah, man, it's happening in my room, man. It's happening. I had man, I
Come
had
on.
say it again. Say it
No, I
again.
was saying I was just agreeing. I'm like, come on, yeah.
Yeah, every
Nothing. I was just
Tuesday, nigga.
agreeing with what you were saying.
And we get ready to go into the next season of auditions, man. Next week will be the finale, Tuesday at 9 Eastern Standard Time will be the finale. And then we going into the next season. I'm just kind of finalizing my sponsors for the next season. So many people gave up things this time. Right now I got a few things, like it's a $500 grand prize, a round trip ticket anywhere if you want to go somewhere now, and a couple other things too. So I'm just kind of finalizing, man. We're just giving stuff away. My thing in Clubhouse is my mantra is listen, learn, and lend. I'm still learning and listening, but I want to lend and help these kids, man. These kids, man, they're and even some of the older cats are have no direction, and this puts you on an even playing field where you can sit down and talk to cats that signed the deals, that have had big deals, that have, won Grammys and, stuff like that. So, it's crazy. Yep.
Wow. So everybody, make sure y'all get on Clubhouse. We want those singers. We don't want no singers. We want them singers. It's just for singers, right?
My roommate,
Cool.
well,
So make sure.
it's just for singers right now, man. But I'm into battle rap and stuff like that. And, we talk about, life, love, relationships, little philosophy, psychology, little self-help stuff in there as well, man. So, we're talking about life in there, brother.
Got it. Got it. Got it. So what keeps you like going in the industry? You know what I'm saying? From starting when you first started from church, then going to singing in the group and then just continuing it. What keeps you going?
It's like crack, man. You ever seen a crackhead or somebody on meth or somebody that's just addicted that has to have their vice to succeed or to stay awake? That's what it is for me. This entertainment thing, no matter how exhausting or no matter how rude or mean or evil and nasty or draining it could be, man, I don't. Me at 50 years old, I doing some type of corporate job now, whatever. I might have to do a little stay at home type thing. But I'm just saying, I can't even see some little 25-year-old dude fresh out of college say, "Tyler, get your ass in my office right now." Ain't happening, not right now. You know what I mean? I got kids your age, dog. So, but besides that, I think you're a product of your environment. So, my mom was an off Broadway singer. My uncle, I call my dad, is a top programmer in radio, but he also was a songwriter and musician. One of his songs is called "I Need a Freak" by a group he had called Sexual Harassment. Has been sampled by the My Humps by the Black Eyed Peas. They sample his record for that. Too Short, Insane Clown Posse, Snoop Dogg. Everybody has been licensed by so many other companies and stuff. Has did his thing, and then my grandfather, he took a choir to sing for President Roosevelt. Man, when we came out, we toured with Bill Clinton to all the black colleges. So you become a product of your environment. I think you kind of pour it into your kids.
Come on, exactly, exactly, exactly. Man, brother, look, this has been great. I pray that we keep this connection and everything. I definitely love your story, love everything that you're doing. I'm like, I see so much of myself, you know what I'm saying? Just where I can go. So I'm definitely appreciative of you taking this interview. What is some advice, I guess, to someone who is serious? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
I
can
was
hear you.
saying, what is some maybe advice that you would give to someone who is serious about the entertainment industry, not in it just for the quick buck, who has felt those humps, hurts, and the mean of the industry, but maybe at a young age? What is some advice to just kind of keep them to give them some encouragement to hang on in there?
Well, I tell them today, like in Clubhouse, everybody's so adamant about following the moderators. I don't even think people know what a moderator is
Right.
because be having like 60 of them. And I'm guilty of having some in my room, but I take control of my room. But in today's business, I think in all aspects of the music business, there used to be those that control everything. You know what I'm saying? But now your control comes from the public. Like you could be sitting in front of Steven Spielberg, Dr. Dre, Diddy, LA Reid, whoever the big TV the guys are, and somebody with the last name of Steen, and they tell you that you're garbage, but when you walk out the door, your video or your song just got 10 million streams. At that point, they coming to look for you. So it's no longer a talent driven thing, but I would suggest that you practice your talent, make sure you know that you're good, not because your people told you were good. I challenge you to be yourself, be true. I challenge you to be different, because I tell cats, I say, we all have to ride on the same highway, but we don't have to drive the same car. Don't be afraid to stick out like a bump on the
Ooh.
face, man. You know what I'm saying? Dare to be different. You don't have to follow the trends, create the trends. I mean, that's all I really can tell you, man. Just create the trend.
I'm telling you, that's how this platform was created. Everything I do is because I'm creating it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not waiting for nobody to give me a
No,
stage.
my
You know what I'm saying? We want no create it, and it's gonna come. So man, I appreciate you. I look forward to staying in touch, and just just kind of being a mentee under you. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely grateful, for you taking this. Anything else you want to say? Anything you got coming up next that we can follow or get or?
you know, right now, I don't know where you guys are from or what you're doing or what type of music you like. I started out some solo stuff that I have right now. I'm doing some Southern soul, which is like R&B mixed with blues. I have a single right now that's charting. It's called "Love Like This." It's out on the records, right? It's out right now. You can go and stream it. It's on all DSPs, digital streaming platforms. I have two other solo albums out there. Some music out there under Dave. Look under Dave, Dave Tolliver, Tolliver. And just follow me on the gram and Twitter and on Clubhouses at Dave Men at Large. Dave Men at Large. And that new Men at Large is coming. And it's more Dave Tolliver coming. It's coming at ya.
Hey, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I know it's comments, y'all, but I ain't even gonna lie. My computer was acting up. I don't want to touch nothing. So we gonna end like this before the interview go wrong. So look, Mr. Dave, I thank you so much again. Thank you so much, man.
Oh, he froze. You
Uh-oh, can
froze
you?
like crazy. It's all good.
Oh man, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Right. All right. Have a good. Thank you. I was just saying,
Hey,
have
no,
a good night.
good night, man. Anybody want to get in contact with you, just hit the DM, man. I answer everybody back, man. And you too, man. Just stay in touch, brother. Good luck to you,
I
man.
sure
Thank you.
will. I sure. No
All right, good
problem.
luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.